Good evening, everyone, and we are live from the campus of East Los Angeles College here in beautiful Monterey Park for another edition of Husky basketball. I'm Albert Robles, bringing you all the action here in tonight's game as your East Los Angeles College Huskies take on the Bobcats of Saddleback College down from Mission Viejo. Saddleback Bobcats come in tonight with an overall record of 8-5, currently placed 7th in the Orange Empire Conference, just based solely off of their record since conference play has yet to begin. Coming in with a one-game losing streak against LA Trade Tech. That game was a final score of 87-80, led by head coach Jeff Oliver. Here's your starting five for the Saddleback Bobcats. Number 1, Jaden Rockman. Number 3, Christopher Williams. Number 5, Jack Monarek. Number 10, Charlie Stallings. Number 11, Mark Reichner. And on the other end for your Huskies, led by head coach John Mosley. Number 1, Jaden Barnes. Number 10, Isaiah Hill. Number 11, Quinlan Daly. Number 20, Adrian Marcus. And number 33, Terrence Hampton. Huskies come in tonight with a record of 5-5 on the season, currently second in the Northern Division of the South Coast Conference, as we'll be hitting conference play in a couple games for both of these teams, and that's when things will really get things going on the season and really have the strongest impact towards the end of the season and playoffs. Some players to look out for, at least on the end for Saddleback. Number 10, Charlie Stallings, as he goes up against Adrian Marcus for the tip-off, and Saddleback does win that tip-off. Stallings leads the team with 243 points scored on the season. So keep an eye out for him, as he's bound to be very effective for this Bobcats offense. And it's Stallings who does take the first shot of the night. Does come down with the miss. Rebound for East LA. That's Barnes, gets it into the hands of Daly. Back to Barnes, drives up the middle, kicks it out to Hampton. Goes into the paint, can't connect with the layup, and it's a rebound on the other end. Moon gets it into Stallings. Goes through the lane on the left-hand side. Puts up a shot, but gets fouled. No basket. Going to go against Terrence Hampton for the foul. So Stallings will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Stallings is 65 for 101 on the season from the free throw line, shooting 64% as he makes the first shot. First free throw attempt is good, which also means it is the first points of the night for either team, with 19 minutes left here in this first half of play. Second shot is good, so 2 for 2 from that trip to the free throw line for Mr. Charlie Stallings. Here's Adrian Marcus, poked away and stolen, able to stay in bounds. That was Christopher Williams, but Barnes gets it on the other end. So we get an official stop to make sure that the shot clock is correct on the back-to-back turnovers to make sure that it's good. So 28 on the shot clock, ball with East LA. Daly inbounds over to Barnes, almost stolen away by Stallings, and it is. Quickly gets it over to Williams. Williams guarded by Barnes, getting it past half court on the near side of the court, and it's stolen by Barnes. No one in his way, and takes it to the hole for the layup just under Jack Bonarek's reach. 2-2 our score, just a minute and a half into this first half of play between these two teams. Both playoff teams last year. East LA was the number 3 seed in the SoCal bracket. Saddleback was the 22 seed in the SoCal bracket, but they were bounced by the eventual team that would go on to the state finals, which would be Cerritos College. They would eventually lose to the state championship winners, which would be San Francisco City. As Stallings hits 1 for 2. East LA only lost 2 games all last year, currently with five losses on the season. So wouldn't say that they're not exactly playing up to last season standards, but this is a team that is still figuring things out and has a lot of really good talent that can get them to the playoffs. They just really need to find something that'll bring it all the way home. As Adrian Marquez brings that one home with the dunk, that'll even things up 4-4. Christopher Williams with the ball, trying to get past Isaiah Hill. Not giving him too much space. Pass to the right-hand side to Monterey. Takes a dribble, gets it to the hands of Stallings. He'll take one for 3. That one's good. Barnes with the ball here. Stallings is 16 for 48 on the season coming in tonight from the three-point arch. Hampton can't complete the layup. And the defensive rebound is made by Saddleback. That was Jaden Rockman with the defensive rebound. Monterey shoots, rebound, East LA. That's Hill with the official defensive rebound. Hampton's pass goes rogue, and it's stolen by Monterey. Williams on the other end gets it to Stallings. He'll fire away. Three-point shot is good. Foul going to go against number 3, Christopher Williams. As we get some substitutions on the floor for the Bobcats. Number 0, David Moon, in on the floor, as well as number 33, Jonathan Knowles. Daly inbounds, gets it into the hands of Hill. Quickly finds Jabari Scott. Scott floats one up, stolen and poked away immediately by Knowles. Gets it over to Moon. Moon driving to the right-hand side, near side corner. Three-point shot is good. From downtown, that was Mark Reichner with the three-point shot. Daly looks like he had gotten fouled, but no whistle is blown. It's going to be a steal for Saddleback. Moon floats one to Jack Monterey and back. Trying to reset the offense here. Kicks it out to Moon. There's Reichman. He'll fire away for 3, and he hits it. 16-4. And East LA finds themselves down by 12 with 15 minutes left here in this first half. East LA needs to pick up the offensive pace. Otherwise, Saddleback is going to leave them behind like Citrus College did 2 games ago. Daly from the free throw line. That one's good for 2. East LA now within 10. Rockman with the ball, trying to get past Barnes. Kicks it out to Moon. Drives to the baseline, layup, no good. Rebound for Daly. Barnes over to Daly on the far side. He'll dribble it back. Marcus provides a screen, kicks it out to Isaiah Hill, driving to the left. To the baseline. Puts up a shot, draws a foul. Going to go against number 33, Jonathan Knowles. That's his first personal foul. It's a second team foul for the Bobcats. So Isaiah Hill will shoot 2. First attempt is good. Coming into tonight's game, Isaiah Hill had 94 points scored on the season, so now at 95. Also in the game now for East LA, number 4, Jadis Langston. Hill's second shot is good, so 2 for 2 that time from the free throw line for Isaiah Hill. East LA down by 8. Here's David Moon, guarded by Langston. Gets past half court, gets it into the hands of Charlie Stallings. Almost poked and stolen away. Moon floats one to Stallings near the baseline, able to keep it in bounds. Stallings' little fadeaway jumper, great touch as he drains another. Langston kicks it to Hill on the near side, drives one up from the corner. Avoids a travel, kicks it out. 2-point shot, no good for Ty Gilpin. Reichman to Stallings. Stallings, the big 6'7". Sophomore out of Fallbrook, California. Rockman fires away for 3. Way offline. That shot is an air ball, goes out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover for Saddleback College here. 13 minutes to go here in our first half of play. East LA trailing by 10. 18-8 our score. Langston with the ball. Quickly finds Barnes on the near side. Over to Langston. Drives up towards the middle. Out to Barnes. Fires away for a 3. He hits it. East LA within 7. Williams, little Euro step. Can't connect with the layup. So it'll be a rebound for East LA and a block for Ty Gilpin. Langston. Shot no good for Gilpin. Whistle on the floor. Be a foul against the Huskies, against Quinlan Daly. Jameer Hampton into the game for East LS, number 25. On the floor for East LA are Langston, Gilpin, Barnes, Scott, and Hampton. Williams with the ball for Saddleback, finds it into the hands of Reichman, fires away, no good. Rebound, fighting for it was Stallings, but it's taken away by Scott. Quickly feeds it to Jaden Barnes, resetting the offense for East LA. Gilpin drives up, provides a screen for Barnes, out to the right side, through the lane, knocked out of bounds. It'll be off of East LA, so a turnover. Mark, you have to stay at the block longer. Stay at the block longer. Dylan Gomez will inbound the ball, gets it into the hands of Christopher Williams. Gomez feeds it to Stallings. Fake Scott drives left, layup no good, draws a foul. It's going to go against Jabari Scott. So that'll send Charlie Stallings to the free throw line.
Stallings, 2 shots.
First attempt, no good. Substitution on the floor. Adrian Marcus will come in for Jabari Scott. Stallings waiting to make his second attempt. Can't hit the second. Rebound to Adrian Marcus. Gets it over to Barnes and back. Marcus driving through the lane, the left-hand side. No shot, but does draw the foul. Foul's going to go against number 10, Charlie Stallings. So we get a substitution for East LA. Stallings will go to the bench. And into the game comes Michael Bickle. Hampton, three-point shot, just a little short, gets his own rebound. Langston drives to the right-hand side, kicks it out to Marcus. Hampton floats one back to Marcus through the paint and gets that one to fall. So Bobcats Bobcats now lead by 5. East LA slowly coming back into this game. Bobcats led by as much as 10. So a little 5-point run here for East LA so far. And Marcus with the big dunk. So Bobcats now lead East LA by 3. 18-15 our score with 10.5 to go. Timeout called by Saddleback College. We'll step away for a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back from the Saddleback timeout. 18-15 our score with 10.5 left to play here in our first half. Saddleback with the ball gets it into the hands of David Moon, guarded by Jadis Langston. Over to Rockman. They find Bickle. Moon drives left. On the far side, finds Gomez. Saddleback working the perimeter. Shot clock winding down, and that's going to be a shot clock violation here. So great defense here by East LA to force a turnover on Saddleback. 10 minutes to go. Gilpin with the ball, gets it to Barnes. He drives left. Kicks it out to Hampton, fires away for 3. Just a little long on that shot. Rebound, East LA. That was Gilpin. And it's stolen and poked away. So Saddleback with another steal here in this game. 9.5 to play. Gomez for 3. He hits it. Adrian Marcus almost turns it over as he's getting the double team treatment, gets it to Barnes. And that's a foul on David Moon. Isaiah Hill back into the game. Quickly finds Ty Gilpin. And into Marcus, brings it home for 2. (21-17) our score, still a 5-point game. 9 minutes left to play. Moon with the ball, gets it into the hands. Dylan Gomez on the far side. Gomez for 3. Another. Hampton with the ball, gets it over to Barnes. Isaiah Hill here on the near side. Marcus lays one up, but draws a foul. No basket. Foul's going to go against Jack Monarch. That's his first personal foul, 5th team foul. So Marcus will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Hits the first. Substitution on the floor. Jonathan Nulse coming in for Monarch. Marcus misses his second attempt. Rebound made by East LA. Sorry, by Saddleback. Moon drives to the right-hand side. It'll be a foul on Hill. So Rockman will inbound for Saddleback. Finds Moon, avoids the backcourt violation, but immediately throws the ball out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover for Saddleback, East LA's ball. Hill over to Barnes. Floats one up to Marcus. Gets one into the paint, and it's intercepted by Michael Bickle. And we get a foul on the floor on Gilpin. Gilpin will go to the bench into the game, number 24, Amani Herring. Moon taking the ball past half court. Finds Bickle. Dylan Gomez fires away for 3, and he drains another. Barnes to Herring. Hill on the far side. Barnes will reset. Lear for 3. That's good. So Ilias Lear into the game, hits a 3, gets East LA within 6. 7:22 to go here in our first half. Moon drives left. Little jumper, no good. Foul on the floor. Foul going to get charged to number 12, Ilias Lear. So Moon will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. First attempt from Moon, no good. Second chance coming up. And he makes the second. So 7-point lead here for Saddleback. Barnes with the ball trying to get past Moon. Feeds it to Ilias Lear. Barnes on the near side. Passes it to Herring over to Ilias. Almost stolen away by Moon. And a foul as Barnes goes to the floor. Foul's going to get charged to number 0, David Moon. Lear will inbound. Quickly finds Isaiah Hill. Fakes a 3-point shot, takes a dribble, drives up, right side, layup, no good. And oh my God, what a putback by Amani Herring. Just makes great extension with the left arm and tips it back in. Terrific play by Herring. 23-8 our score. Moon driving to the left side, working the baseline. Kicks it out to Bickle. Gets Marcus to jump. 5 on the shot clock. Floats one up. No good. Rebound, East LA. Lear. It's 2-on-2. Herring can't complete it. And we're going to get a goaltending. Would have been a great play by Marcus. But it's going to cost East LA a possession. They'll trail by 5 with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Williams to Monarch. Williams, little fadeaway jumper. He sinks it. 7-point game for Saddleback College here. And we got another turnover here for East LA.
Set it, do not foul. Do not foul. Dribble. 3-man game. 3-man game. Watch the line, please. Shot clock, sir.
So it looks like East LA was out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover, and now 20 on the shot clock for Saddleback College. Williams to Monarch. Quickly finds Rockman and Williams again. Stallings for finding a screen as Williams drives right. Almost loses possession. Feeds Stallings. In and out it goes. Rebound Hampton. Isaiah Hill with the ball. And it's stolen away by Williams. Gives it a quick poke to Monarch. Saddleback in transition. East LA quickly back on defense. Williams out to Monarch. Fires away for 3. Another. Saddleback doing a great job from the three-point line as Ilias Lear responds with a three-point shot of his own. Williams guarded by Hill. 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. East LA trailing by 7, 20 on the shot clock. Stallings with the ball. Kicks it to Williams. Drives to the middle. Three-point shot. In and out. Rebound. East LA. Barnes in transition. It's 2-on-1. Little spin move. Can't hit the shot. Rebound. Will fight for on the ground. Recovered by Saddleback. Stallings three-point shot. Little long. Hampton gets the rebound. East LA trailing by 7. Terrence Hampton with the ball, and it's blocked by Stallings. Kicks it out to Williams. Gomez for 3, no good. And we got a push in the paint by number 10, Charlie Stallings. So offensive foul will turn the ball over to East LA. 4 minutes of play left. Substitutions on the floor for East LA. Back into the game, number 11, Quinlan Daly. All together on the floor, it's T.I. Gilpin, Ilias Lear, Jaden Barnes, Daly, and Hampton. Barnes free throw, no good. Rebound for Saddleback. Moon guarded by Lear. Taking his time. Finds Bickle over to Rockman. Monarch with the ball. Quickly feeds it out to the near side corner. Bickle layup blocked by Gilpin. It's going to be ruled out of bounds. Looking to the official, see what the call is. So it's going to be out of bounds on East LA, so it'll stay with Saddleback. 3.5 to play here in our first half of 2. And the inbound pass is stolen away by Hampton. Feeds it to Lear. Gets the bank shot. East LA within 5. Moon guarded by Lear. Quickly feeds it over to Monarch. Over to Rockman. On the near side. Finds Bickle over to Moon. Far side corner. Drives up left. Slips and falls, but able to keep possession. And it's poked away. Avoids the backcourt violation. 5 on the shot clock. Need to get one away. Moon fires away. Offline to the left. Rebound East LA. It's Hampton with the ball. Gets it over to Barnes. Under 3 to go. Barnes drives right. Floats one up to Hampton. Makes some contact. Puts one up. Basket counts. Draws a foul. Terrence Hampton leads your Huskies coming into tonight's game with a total of 130 points scored. Also has 14 blocks and 75 total rebounds coming into tonight's game. Has the opportunity here to bring East LA within 2. Getting ready to check in for the Bobcats, number 15, Dylan Gomez. And Hampton makes his free throw. Completing the three-point play brings East LA within 2. 33-31 our score, 2:39 to play. Gomez will inbound. Quickly gets it over to Christopher Williams, guarded by Jadis Langston into the game. Here's Reichner. Williams now drives right on the baseline, kicks it out. Gomez able to stay in bounds, gets it over to Williams again on the far corner, guarded by Langston. Spin move, baseline. Jump ball, East LA possession. Here's Langston trying to find Hampton, able to get it to him. Can't complete the shot, but does draw the foul. It's going to go against number 33, Jonathan Knowles. It's the 9th team foul for Saddleback College. So Hampton will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. On the floor for Saddleback are Rockman, Gomez, Williams, Knowles, and Reichner. First attempt is good for Terrence Hampton. Brings East LA within 1. Second attempt here can tie it. That attempt is good, so 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and that journey to the free throw line for Terrence Hampton. Tie game at 33. Saddleback with the ball. 2 minutes left to go here in our first half. Williams guarded by Jadis Langston. Trying to find an opening, draws left, and it's an offensive foul called on number 33, Jonathan Knowles. So another turnover here for Saddleback College. Officials saying that Knowles kind of stuck his foot out in order to trip the player. So an unfortunate call there for Saddleback, but that does give a little scoring chance here for East LA. Daly on the far side finds Lear. Open 3, no good. Rebound East LA. Hampton misses the putback. Try to do it again. Rebound here for Saddleback. Williams with the ball. And another turnover. It's an offensive foul on Christopher Williams. Sorry, that's actually on Rockman is the official call. So he was throwing some elbows into one of our Husky players. Substitution on the floor for East LA. Number 1, Jaden Barnes coming in for Daly. Gilpin will inbound, gets it over to Langston. Minute and a half remaining. And East LA in the double bonus. Barnes out to Lear, fires away, 3-point shot, no good. Williams with the rebound. Minute 10 to go, tie game, 33 points apiece. Reichman fires away, no good. But a foul on the floor is going to go against T.I. Gilpin. That's his second personal foul, 7th team foul. So now Saddleback is in the bonus territory as Reichner will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Makes the first. Correction, he'll shoot 3, so he has 2 shots remaining as it was a 3-point attempt that he was fouled on. Hits the second. Substitutions on the floor. Hill and Herring into the game. 1 shot to go for Reichner. And he'll go 3 for 3 from that trip to the free throw line. 33-36 our score in favor of the Bobcats. Barnes gets it over to Hill. Guarded by Gomez. Driving right. Up towards the middle. Little spin move. Floats one up. Can't complete it. Rebound Gomez. 40 seconds to go. Williams with the ball. Goes left. Now right. From the low post and draws a foul. It's going to go against Hill.
Christopher Williams, 2 shots.
First shot for Williams is good. As Daly and Marcus will check in. Second attempt, no good for Williams. East LA with the rebound. 4-point game. Barnes almost lost possession. And Lear saves it, poked away. Steal by Williams. One-on-one with Barnes. Gets little banking layup to fall. So you count the basket. He draws a foul. He'll go to the line. Foul's going to go against number 1, Jaden Barnes. And now into the game are Adrian Marcus and Quinlan Daly. Hill and Amani Herring will go to the bench. Williams completes the 3-point play. 7-point game here. Saddleback leading 40-33. Less than 10 seconds to play. Daly with the ball, and it's stolen by Rockman. Gets it to Gomez. Buzzer beater offline, and zeros are on the boards at the end of the first half. 40-33 is our score. Saddleback Bobcats with a 7-point lead. We'll step away for halftime. You're watching East Los Angeles College basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here live on SportsNetUSA.net for the second half of tonight's game between your East Los Angeles College Huskies and the Bobcats of Saddleback College. I'm Albert Robles, bringing you all the action here in tonight's game, and joining us here for the second half is the SID for your East Los Angeles College Huskies, Cerwin D. Haynes. And Cerwin, what have you seen so far here in this game between the Bobcats and our Huskies?
Well, first thing is a disturbing trend by the Huskies defense of giving up quality three-point looks. It's now so far the second game where a team has shot in the first half over 50% from three against them. So I really look to see if they can tighten up that perimeter defense.
Stallings
forced a miss there
with a three-point miss. Before that shot, Saddleback was 8 for 16 from the free throw line. From the three-point line, sorry.
And the thing is, this is a Saddleback team that shoots under 30% from three for the season so far. And I think we have enough games now where we can see where certain numbers are not just noise, but they're enough games where you can spot some trends. So a 30% shooting three-point team hitting 50%, that tells you something's wrong with your perimeter defense.
Williams floats one up, can't get it to fall. Stallings gets the rebound, fadeaway jumper, no good. Daly gets the rebound for East LA. Isaiah Hill on the far side gets it back to Barnes.
Other thing, looking at first half, Huskies had 11 turnovers, now 12.
Little back-to-back steals there. Mm-hmm. Daly for three, just rims in and out. It looks good all the way. It hits the inner portion of the rim, bounces off the outer portion, and out it goes.
I speak frequently about how Coach Mosley's system is not predicated on high volume of three-point shooting. However, the teams they face, particularly we've seen recently, is another turnover there by Barnes, just bad pass.
One-on-one, Stallings wide open. Can't complete the dunk, but he draws the foul. Great hustle there by Jaden Barnes to try to come up and stop the play.
Yeah, that was the old school, no layup, no easy dunks. You're going to earn it from the line foul. But it was started on that turnover.
Now one of you on 3 sets.
As we hear a very vocal head coach for Saddleback.
A very impassioned
yes
vocalization there from head coach Jeff Oliver.
Well, that they say that the coaching profession, particularly in basketball, is one of perfection, being a perfectionist.
So Barnes will go to the bench as Langston will come in.
As one Greg Popovich would have said, there's no such thing as happiness as a basketball coach. There's winning and misery, as Pat Riley has also said.
Second attempt good for Charlie Stallings. 2 for 2 from that trip to the free throw line. 42-33 our score.
So what I was saying about my point is Dylan Quinlan tops the three, airballed, but the offensive put back in the dunk.
So
by
Adrian Marcus, more points on the night for him.
He's got a really good touch around the rim, Marcus does.
Marcus came into tonight's game with a total of 121 points scored for this Husky team. As we got a foul on Isaiah Hill, little reach across the body.
Interestingly, both teams are shooting comparatively even. 36 points from the field, 36.4 for Saddleback, and 39.4 for ELAC. So neither team really shooting well. The difference, of course, right now for Saddleback, the turnovers and a foul called. Turnovers for 1, 3-point shooting for 2, 8 of 17 from downtown versus 3 of 10. And free throws, not just it makes, but just volume, 10 of 14 from the line, only 6 of 8 for the Huskies. Turnovers I mentioned a minute ago, Huskies have 13 turnovers compared to Saddleback's 8.
And Wagner's first attempt good.
And with a team that's shooting, particularly that shoots volume, or maybe more volume of threes than you do, you want to try and limit their possessions. And giving up turnovers is one way of giving the team extra possessions, and you just have to keep extending yourself more on defense. almost another near turnover as that ball flies out of bounds, Albert.
It was Jack Bonerick trying to intercept the pass, but it'll go off his hands and out of bounds. So it'll stay with East LA. 17:23 to go here in our second half, as East LA trails by 8. Hampton with the ball. Tried to kick it out to Langston, but it's taken away by Rockman. Feeds it to Riker.
This turnover for the Huskies. They're pushing it on a fast break. 3-on-1.
Langston to Lear. Had an opening, but will kick it out to Hill. East LA will reset. Little deep pass into Marcus. Down on the baseline. Bounce pass out to Langston. Euro step out to Hill. Little side step three, just off the front of the rim. Rebound made there by Christopher Williams. And out of bounds. That should be on Saddleback, but it looks like they're going to rule it off of East LA, so it'll stay with the Bobcats.
A good job by the Huskies not getting too much contact as they're putting pressure on the Saddleback dribble. Guard trying to force the way up the court, and I kept them off kilter without putting too much body and contact on them, so Saddleback will inbound near the Huskies basket.
Gilpin into the game for East LA.
Good job defensive there. Huskies.
Stolen away there by Lear. Takes a three-point shot just offline, and a nice tip-in for 2 for Adrian Marcus. East LA within 6. Williams poked away out of bounds on Jadis Langston, so it'll stay with the Bobcats. Checking in for the Bobcats, number 33, Jonathan Knowles. Knowles feeds it into the hands of Reichner, but a foul's going to go against Ilias Lear.
Now, I look at Adrian Marcus wearing number 20, comparing him to the last gentleman who wore number 20 last year, Esteban Mann, who was all conference. It looks like that Marcus maybe a little bit longer than Mann was. Mann was very physical, did have a very good touch around near the rim, very physical in the paint. Marcus, I think, has more length and more touch. Another turnover for the Huskies here.
It's Williams here with the ball. 15 and change to go here in our second half. Still a tight game, only a 6-point lead for the Bobcats as Jack Bonerick tries to feed it to a teammate. Trying to get it to Knowles, almost stripped away. 3-point shot offline, rebound East LA. Langston calling out the play. Gets it to Lear. Another reset, Lear with the ball. Langston out to the far side. That's Gilpin. Steps up, fade away, way offline. Offensive rebound for Adrian Marcus. Shot clock, no reset. Little floater for 2 for T.I. Gilpin. 4-point game with 15 to play.
Gilpin had the open 3, but decided to drive in for a little baby flip shot.
Williams drives right, little fadeaway jumper, no good, draws a foul. Foul's going to go against T.I. Gilpin as Williams will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Checking in for the Bobcats will be Stallings, Bickle, and Moon. So Monarch and Knowles will go to the bench. Moon will have to wait for now. As you also got substitutions for East LA on the floor for your Huskies are Marcus, Langston, Hampton, Barnes, and Daly. Missed shot, rebound made by Barnes, and we get a foul. Going to go against Williams.
They kind of body blocked Barnes.
Come in.
14 and a half to play. Jadis Langston feeds it to Marcus.
That's the second time we've seen Langston bring the ball up to get the offense set instead of Barnes.
Pick just getting a little creative with their offensive schemes. Barnes open 2, little long. Rebound for Hampton. Bank shot, no good. Almost tipped into the hands of Adrian Marcus, but it'll be a rebound for Bickle. Gets it into the hands of David Moon. Guarded by Langston.
Hampton only 1 of 6 tonight. That was a good look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And Bickle throws it off an East LA player out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Bobcats. 14 even to go.
Go, Charlie, go! Go, Jay!
Reichner will inbound, quickly finds Bickle. And Marcus quickly guards him. They'll kick it out. Here's Rockman. Loses possession. Gets it to Reichner. Good for 3.
I mean, kind of a miracle 3 there. He just got the ball off a near turnover. And it wasn't like he wasn't defending. He just kind of flipped it up as soon as he got the ball and just switched it. So hard.
Almost stolen away by Reichner. Daly able to keep his hands on it. Kicks it out to Langston. Shot clock winding down, 10 to go. Little Euro step for Barnes. Can't complete the layup. Rebound for Marcus. Gets the put back bank shot.
And Marcus is now perfect 7 of 7 from the field. 15.7 rebounds. He's cleaning up Husky mistakes. At least with the
Bickle
misses.
gets it to Stallings. Guarded by Hampton. Little floater, can't get it to fall. Fighting for the rebound was Rockman.
It looks
We got a foul on the floor. We'll see who it goes against. It's going to go against Reichner.
Yeah, Daly got positioned to be able to get to that ball before Reichman did. And Reichman kind of slid past him after Quinlan Daly got to the ball first. Made contact, and good job that Daly hitting the floor.
Substitution here for the Bobcats, number 15, Dylan Gomez into the game. He'll take over for Rockman. In the game now for the Huskies are Hill, Scott, Hampton, Daly, and Barnes. Hill with the ball, driving right. Kicks it out, near side corner to Barnes. Hill and back. Daly almost takes the open 3. Quickly finds Hampton on the inside. He'll draw the foul.
Hampton had inside, not just inside position, but position to get the ball inside off the catch and spin towards the baseline to be able to go close, get to the basket. So good offensive pressure by Hampton to draw the foul and go to the line.
Foul going to go against number 10, Charlie Stallings.
Okay.
He'll go to the bench.
Okay, I take it back, not to the line. It was the foul was on the floor.
Barnes will inbound.
On a 5-second violation. Huskies turn the ball over again.
East LA down by 6, 47-41 our score. 12:41 to go. Here's David Moon.
I think the Huskies guards go through periods in games where they just have struggle with taking care of the ball or making good decisions.
Moon gets to Monarch. Open 3, a little long. And it's tapped out of bounds by Reichner off a Husky player, so it'll stay with the Bobcats. They'll have 20 on the shot clock.
I think they're going to say it was last off of Hampton.
Gomez inbounds. Reichner, three-point shot, no good. Rebound for Jabari Scott. Barnes out to Daly. Three-point shot, little short. Hill gets the rebound. They'll get a fresh 20. Scott fouled on the way up.
Good interior pass there by Hill to find Barnes. One dribble, power dribble towards the basket. Forced the defense to overcompensate, and now Scott will go to the line.
Scott's first attempt, no good. He'll get another.
Kind of a rainbow arc on his shot, but it was just short. Kind of landed kind of a dud on the front of the rim. Second free throw,
And
rimmed
goes
out.
0 for 2 from that trip to the charity stripe. Still a 6-point game. East LA trailing. Under 12 minutes left to go here in our second half of play. Menard gets it over to Bickle, guarded by Scott. Quickly feeds Dylan Gomez. Gomez creating separation, gets it to Moon. Stolen away by Jabari Scott. And really just a turnover here. Scott was just kind of there. Not really much of a steal.
Yeah, sometimes you get them how you can get them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time.
Barnes drives right to the baseline. Little spin move, puts one up. Basket goes in, draws a foul. So count it and one. Jaden Barnes will go to the line.
Barnes
for a chance at a three-point play.
Driving into the paint, determined. Looked like maybe he was stopped initially, but then he kind of just spun his body and flipped the ball up, drew the contact, and got the layup to fall. So good creativity there by Barnes.
Knowles and Williams into the game for Saddleback. And Barnes makes his free throw. East LA now within 3.
And that should be a jump ball with the possession arrow going to ELAC. So good defense there by Hill to get both hands on that ball.
This is as close as the game has been since they were tied at 33. So still a 3-point lead for Saddleback College here. And at this stage, the game could be anybody's. Just a matter of who's going to make the right shots and when. Barnes drives left, floats one up, gets the bank shot.
Talk about what are the right shots. Barnes now filling his oats, going into the paint, driving.
He was falling away from the basket, sir, but able to keep a good physicality with his body and find the great arc there for that shot. Williams through the middle, tries to bank it in. Daly gets the rebound. He's getting the double team treatment and a foul. Williams and Knowles disagree. They're going to call it against Knowles.
Interesting enough, I thought Daly got hit initially in his face when he went to go grab the rebound, and they didn't call that. But they called the secondary contact after as the Bobcats were trying to get the jump ball.
Stallings back into the game for Knowles. Jaden Barnes, 10.5 to play, gets it over to Daly on the far side, guarded by Gomez. Quickly finds Barnes. Ilias Lear, bad pass. He was trying to get it to Scott, intercepted by Rockman.
Scott was just getting to his position. He wasn't there yet, didn't establish position down low. That pass was rushed.
Stallings to Monarch. Finds Stallings, sticks it out to Williams. 3-point shot, little long, and a good rebound there defensively by Quinlan Daly. Barnes steps back, kicks it out, near side corner, 3 for Ilias Lear, and he drains it. And East LA now leads 49-47 with 9:51 to play. Cerwin, it's their first lead of the night.
And a beautiful kick out to the corner. Those baseline threes, something that we talked about, is kind of the pet trick at the college, higher levels, college and pro level, getting that corner 3. And Lear got to his position in that corner and calmly drained it. He's now 3 of 6 from downtown with 11 points overall. And this is what I thought was going to happen if the Huskies can just calm down on Coughlin on the turnovers. They just can extend themselves a little bit better on the perimeter. It wasn't a lot that they had to do to try to, I mean, it wasn't like they were out of it. They're only down like 7 or 8, but they really get back into being challenging and eventually taking the lead. They're doing what they need to do. Like I said, they tighten up the defense on the perimeter. Saddleback has cooled off a bit from the three-point shooting, partly because of that. Huskies, they're actually rebounding really well. Sometimes you wouldn't know it by the way the game is going, but they have a huge advantage on the board, 39-22. But they just have been doing the other things to let their rebounding help dictate the pace of the game. Now they're starting to, and they have themselves a 2-point lead.
And in the first half, both of these teams are shooting pretty comparatively in terms of their percentage. In the first half, East LA was 12 for 29, shooting 41%, and Saddleback was 12 for 30, shooting 40%. The real difference maker there, of course, is going to be those three-point shots.
3-point shooting was a big difference. They were 50% in the first half. And again, this is a Saddleback team coming into today was a hair under 30% for the season shooting from beyond the arc. So uncharacteristically hot shooting, also bad perimeter coverage and rotations by the Huskies. But again, the second half, they've done a better job on that.
Williams almost loses possession and turns it over, but he able to stay with it inbounds. Guarded by Barnes. Almost a little kickball there. Stallings floats one up. No bank shot for Stallings, but it does draw the shooting foul.
Yeah, Scott got too much body as a Saddleback player tried to turn inward. But I think if Scott had just stayed vertical and just maintained his position, I don't think that he would have had that. Who's this now? Number 10. I don't think Stallings would have had great position to take that shot out. So that was kind of a little bit of unnecessary foul by Scott. All bounced around and out. Misses the first. Maybe you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, Huskies uncharacteristically are on a 3-game losing streak. And so Saddleback coming in today, missed second free throw miss, ranked number 19th. Huskies will really use this win to kind of buoy themselves. Hopefully they can stay within the top 25 when the next ranking comes out.
Marcus wide open, can't get the bank shot.
Only his first.
They're going to rule it off of Saddleback. It'll stay with East LA. From the free throw line now, Charlie Stallings now 4 for 8 from the free throw line with those 2 misses just now.
Hey, JD, help the big. Help the big. Cross screen.
Barnes wide open, 3 in and out. Rebound for Marcus with the putback 2.
Marcus special to put the offensive rebound and putback.
He either gets the rebound with the putback or he gets the tip-in, and it's just a really cool thing when he gets those tip-ins. Williams, 3-point shot. Goes down to the floor hard. Rebound for Ilias Lear. Poked away out of bounds, but Daly able to stay with it in bounds. Takes it to the hole.
Right
and a
place,
timeout by the Bobcats.
Right place, right time. Just kept pressing after he got the ball off the tip and saw that he had open drive to the lane. Curved around, went baseline, and got the layup.
It's going to be a full timeout for the Bobcats. We'll step away for a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here live on SportsNetUSA.net off the Bobcats timeout. I'm Albert Robles, he's Cerwin D. Haynes, and you're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Three-point shot offline for Jack Monarch. Rebound made by Jaden Barnes. East LA leads 53-47 with 8.5 left to go here in our second half of play. So a nice little 6-point lead here for the Huskies. It's their first lead of the night, and so far, Cerwin able to maintain it as Barnes getting the double-team treatment from Stallings and Williams, able to kick it out to Daly. He'll drive left, little spin move up the middle, floats one up, just barely grazes the net.
Sometimes it's not a good idea to force it, particularly for some players. And Daly's not usually a guy that forces the issue offensively, but there he forced it, and he tried to get a little baby jumper for about 14 feet and airballed it.
Stallings, pump fakes for three, kicks it out to Williams. Lear quickly able to get a hand in his face. Williams drives up, out to Stallings. Three-point shot is good. And that's the first field goal Stallings has made in I don't know how long, probably since like the first half is what it feels like.
And Stallings, 6'7", shooting over the shorter Barnes there, as Barnes was able to try to contest, but he's just too short.
Barnes gets it out to Gilpin, quickly finds Ilias Lear. Three-point shot for Ilias, no good. Rebound Stallings. Three-point lead for East LA, 7 to go. Saddleback still within distance to try and take this game away from East LA out on their own home court.
Again, the Huskies lose their 3 in a row. They really need this one.
Williams can't complete the layup, and East LA, they're 2-1 when playing at home. Daly, three-point shot, hits it.
And that's better for Daly. That's the type of shooting shot you like him to see, where he kicks the kick out from a drive and he's open on the perimeter.
Bobcats in transition. Williams draws the foul.
And the ref says it's on the floor, so it'll be a 1-and-1. Huskies were late to identify the ball handler there and didn't kind of collapse on him or get to him before he got the drive in the paint. The only solace is it is a 1-and-1.
Yeah, 7 team fouls for East LA. 6 team fouls so far for the Bobcats here in our second half. And I will say, like, it looks like East LA has at least cleaned up their fouls a little bit here in the second half, because like within the first couple minutes to start the second half, they'd already had 5 total team fouls. And to have 7 here with 6 minutes to go in the second half, they're at least playing a little cleaner.
A little cleaner. On the fouls, they missed the 1-and-1. I was going to say he's only a 73% shooter from the free throw line.
Hill gets it out to Langston. Langston dribbling right. Feeds Hill, near side corner into Hampton, in the paint. Poked away by Stallings. It'll be a steal for Saddleback. Offline 3 for Gomez. Able to get his rebound, gets to Reichner. He'll drive in, and that's going to be a defensive foul against T.I. Gilpin.
Yeah, he got Gilpin in the air and caught him, and Gilpin couldn't get out of his way before making contact.
So Reichner will go to the line. Still be shooting 1-on-1.
Duck.
And Reichner unable to complete it.
It's the first of 2.
Actually, it was a shooting
yes,
foul.
It was shooting foul.
So like he'll actually shoot 2, not the 1-on-1. So Reichner will get one more attempt. And he hits that one. So 5-point game here. East LA leading 56-51 our score with 6 minutes to play. Hampton with the ball, gets it back to Langston. Looking for an opening. Bounce pass over to Daly. Hampton inside the paint. Turned it over. And it's going to be Bobcat ball.
It just seems like Hampton hasn't been sure of himself down low like we've seen him at most of last year and in earlier parts of this year.
Stallings driving up the middle towards the left. Can't complete the layup, and a nice rebound there for Hampton.
Yeah, good late double team defense on him to force a tough shot.
And Stallings has a high volume of points on the night and really coming into the season. And I'd have to look at some of his other stats, but if I were to look at this one compared to other games, I'd say he's having kind of an off night.
And they call an offensive foul there by Hampton. The referee saying that he hooked his defense. He hooked the defender. Mosley does not like that call. Probably the first time we've seen Mosley really animated on a call tonight. You can tell he really didn't like that one.
Yeah, Mosley usually pretty animated from the bench. A little more vocal with this one here in tonight's game.
Right there, averaging 10.7 points per game on 39.5% shooting. So not a great, not really a good shooting percentage on the season. Shoots 32.9% from downtown. So not a good shooter, but at least he's a threat as a big man to make you think about it.
Gomez offline for three. Reichner gets the rebound, gets it to Bickle. Moon will fire for three. Air balls it out of bounds, and a turnover on the Bobcats is going to give it to East LA. 4:46 to play.
So we said the Bobcats were 50% from downtown the first half. Now their three-point percentage has sunk, I should say, down to 35.7. So they're now shooting back the norm, which is good news for the Huskies in this game.
With the last couple of three-point attempts, they seem more like desperation threes than like the calculated three-point shots that they had made and taken in the first half.
Yeah, they seem to be trying to rush the opportunity versus the openings they were getting and open shots they were getting in the first half. So good job by Coach Mosley getting his team to make those adjustments on their perimeter defense.
So it'll stay with East LA. Saddleback was arguing that it was out of bounds on the Huskies. Barnes with the ball, drives left on the wing. No offensive foul as Bickle goes hard to the floor. They feed it to Hampton, and it's stripped and knocked out of bounds off of Stallings. So it'll stay with East LA, 13 on the shot clock.
That should have been a dunk. Why didn't Hampton go up hard with the ball up above him? He's going up with the ball about chest or waist high, and he's letting these guys that are near him able to get a hand on the ball, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
I'm not quite sure what they saw there. Let's take a look there on the replay. It looks like we just missed it. It looks like Hampton was able to give a little bit of body into Stallings. So that does look like indeed like the offensive foul. Yeah, like you can barely see it there like when it first clipped up, but there was a little bit of push from the forearm there from Hampton.
Yeah.
So Mosley not happy with the call, but I think the refs, at least on this one, in Mosley's mind, got it right. There's the timeout on the floor. We'll step away for a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here off the timeout. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Albert Robles. He's Cerwin D. Haynes. Huskies with a 5-point lead over the visiting Bobcats of Saddleback College.
Part of the reason why the Huskies have been able to take the lead back is Saddleback's reversion to their mean in terms of their three-point shooting.
Yeah, so you're getting that the standard regression, as it were. Stallings, three-point shot offline. Marcus gets the defensive rebound.
Yeah, they don't have the mojo because that was an open three. That was a made basket in the first half.
Barnes over to Langston. Drives up, kicks it out to Daly, and East LA starting to really slow play their possessions and make the most out of their shot clock. Now Mosley calling for a little bit of rush here. 5 left to go on the shot clock. Barnes rushing up. No shot, but there is a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Williams.
And this is Mosley's late game specialty when he has a lead and the game is close. He likes to slow it down, spread the offense out kind of the four corners, and use that shot clock. And he's been doing this for years. So it's just a matter of how well can the players execute it. And usually you won't wait till about 10 seconds left, get the ball into one of your playmaking guards, and let them try to drive and make something happen. And Barnes was able to drive and able to draw the foul, hits the first front end of the 1-and-1.
And Barnes makes the second off the 1-and-1. 7-point lead here, 58-51 our score with 3:41 to go as we got a timeout on the floor for the Huskies. So we'll step away for another moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back off the East LA timeout. 3.5 minutes to go here in our second half. East LA leading the Bobcats 58-51. Williams driving out. Kicks it to Gomez. 3-point shot is good for Gomez. And another timeout on the floor called by the Bobcats. We'll stay with you on the air. And that seems like it's the first 3-point shot made in quite some time here for the Bobcats. They were shooting 50% in this game, and now altogether from the 3-point line, they're shooting 29%. They've gone 5 for 17 from the 3-point line. Actually, sorry, that was East LA's numbers. They're now 11 for 30 from the 3-point line, shooting 36%. East LA not usually wants to shoot such volume from the 3-point line.
No, the volume, the number of attempts by East LA is up a little bit more than what you would say typical. And again, we've always talked about how Coach Mosley's offense is not predicated on 3-point shooting. Saddleback, 30 of their 52 shot attempts are threes, and it's kind of interesting because again with the regression to their mean, which is closer to 30% shooting for the season, particularly in the second half, they're down from over 50% down to 36.7%. But overall, from the field, they're shooting a paltry 28.8%. So that tells me that if the Huskies continue to keep the pressure up defensively and guard the perimeter, and limit the good and take away the good looks from Saddleback, that the Huskies should be able to squeeze this one out.
Yeah, Saddleback College in the first half was 12 for 30 in total from the field, shooting 40%. In the second half so far from the field, Cerwin, 3 for 22.
And that's just crazy. We'll also
That's 13% as Daly hits one from downtown. 61-54 our score.
And he's not shooting 16%. But again, second three from that area, same side of the court. off a kick out.
Bickle driving up to the left lane, kicks it out to Charlie Stallings for three. He hits it.
Always tough when you have a big man that can shoot the three and is willing to shoot the three. It's not a great percentage, but it still makes Hampton, who's guarding, have to come out and contest. Hampton was just too late.
Barnes kicks it out to Jadis Langston. Driving up towards the middle. Quick bounce pass over to Adrian Marcus. He'll drive up to the right lane, floats it up, can't complete it. Hampton gets the rebound. Stallings guarding him heavily. He'll get the block and the steal. Quickly finds Bickle up the middle. Bank shot counts.
Yeah, we have a timeout by Saddleback as the Bobcats have closed the deficit to a basket. 61-59. The Huskies lead with 2:05 left. Just as we thought the Huskies were going to start to put their stamp on this one, Saddleback answers back with a three, and then Huskies miss a couple point-blank shots down low. And you hear Coach Mosley yelling in the bench, looking, they're not going to call. Don't rely on getting them the foul call when you go up hard to the basket. Finish. I think that's good. I think that's really good advice in this game, because there's been a lot of bunnies here, particularly in the second half, that the Huskies just failed to convert. That could make life a little easier for them coming down the stretch.
That's probably as the most vocal from the bench that I've seen Mosley get on a timeout in comparison to head coach Jeff Oliver to our left-hand side, who has been pretty vocal all game. And now that they're within two, it seems like he's kind of reining in like the calmness. We're like, all right, cool. Like, kind of stay with yourselves. We're right here. We're within a basket. There's 2 minutes left. There's still a lot of basketball that can be played, as you all know, within 2 minutes.
Yes. And it's interesting, we've been here courtside here doing the broadcast, that we see so many different personalities of these head coaches. And these head coaches, they're pros. They know what they're doing, particularly with how they approach the communication during the game. Before, you saw the head coach Saddleback really fiery, really vocal. But as you said, these past few minutes, it's been a little bit more muted, where Coach Mosley's kind of turned up his energy and his vocalisms to his team in his second half.
Barnes will drive right, almost loses it. Hampton fires away for the rare three, goes long, and a rebound for Stallings. Just barely stays in bounds, almost put his foot on the line. Williams guarded by Langston, taking it past half court. Minute 30 to go. Stallings fires for three. It's short. Daly gets the rebound. And if you're East LA, you really want to have good perimeter defense, because these guys can't hit a three-point shot when they really need to. So you kind of want to really play that good defense to kind of force the issue so that their attempts are offline and they don't have the open, patient shot.
As Hampton showing a little bit more aggression down in the paint, as he got fouled on that second putback attempt.
Foul's going to get charged to Bickle. And Hampton will shoot two. These will be some critical free throws with a minute to play and a 2-point lead. You want to try and extend that lead as much as you can with every opportunity you get. As Hampton hits the first, T.I. Gilpin getting ready to check in for East LA.
Well, you're into the part of the game, late part of the game, where you want to count possessions. And he hit one, he hits another one to go up four. That's two possessions. So you want to try, like you said, you want to kind of keep away by as many possessions as possible when you're in late game situations. Obviously, you want to at least at first and final minute, you want to be up by more than one possession. So it means you want to be up by four or more.
And Hampton goes 2 for 2, so 4-point game in favor of East LA. There was a substitution, so Ilias Lear is into the game for Quinlan Daly. Joining him,
you hear Coach Mosley crossing his arms, telling his guys to switch. Be ready to switch if they have to.
Here's Williams, guarded by Langston. Feeds it to Stallings on the inside. Can't get the shot off, but he does draw the foul.
And part of that was because the Huskies did switch, but the second man did not switch back and cover his man. They didn't switch off well enough or fast enough.
Foul going to get charged to Ilias Lear.
When you switch off, you have to briefly come together and separate and find your man quickly. The Huskies did not find the man fast enough. It gave Saddleback an open lane to pass into the paint.
Substitution here. Quinlan Daly comes in for Jadis Langston.
Quinlan Daly. 1 shot remaining.
Both free throws are good, so back to a 2-point lead for ELAC, 63-61.
50 seconds to go here in regulation. And a foul going to get charged to number 1, Jaden Rockman.
Rockman got too handsy.
Second personal 19 foul.
So Barnes will shoot 1 and 1.
It's only the 19th foul for Saddleback. Huskies got to be careful because they're at 10 team fouls, so any foul they commit will send the Bobcats to the line for 2. First free throw, front rim, drops in.
So back to a three-point lead for East LA. Daly will go to the bench. Hill now into the game. Williams will go to the bench for the Bobcats.
With the free throw shooting issues they had last game, it would be wonderful if the Huskies can close this out with free throw shooting at the line. And so far they're doing so as Barnes hits 2 for 2 and we have a timeout. Full timeout.
So timeout on the floor called by East Los Angeles College. We'll step away for a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here live on SportsNetUSA.net off the East Los Angeles College timeout. They lead the Bobcats 65-61 with 46 seconds to go. Bobcats with the ball here. It's Williams taking it past half court, guarded by
defense,
Isaiah Hill.
Foul.
Williams out to Gomez, three-point shot. He hits it, and the Bobcats are within 1. And the Bobcats call a timeout on the floor. 35 seconds to go, 65-64 our score. And that was a clutch three-point shot, if there ever was one for the Bobcats.
So Dylan Gomez, he was open, again, the corner 3. It was open off the kickoff, but notice if you looked at his hands, he was in shooting motion the moment he passed it. So not only was he in shooting motion, but the ball was passed to him in the pocket. You know, a lot of guys talk about getting the ball passed in the pocket so that when you receive the ball, you're already in shooting motion, ready to go up. And that's exactly what happened. He was already in shooting motion, he was down, he got the ball in the pocket, passed him in the pocket. He was able to just rise up and shoot quickly.
Dylan Gomez, 5 for 9 from the three-point line. And every single shot he's taken, Cerwin, has been a three-point shot because he's 5 for 9 from the field altogether. This guy has not made a single two-point attempt.
Well, some guys, you know, sometimes they're three-point specialists. And some teams, if you're a team, and I don't know a lot about Saddleback's offense per se, but if you're a team that doesn't mind shooting a lot of threes, and like we noticed that out of Saddleback's 56 field goals attempts, 33, well over half have been three-pointers. So obviously this is a team that's not shy about liking and shooting, putting it up from three. So sometimes you may have a guy, hey, listen, listen, your job is if you open, shoot it. Don't hesitate.
So East Los Angeles College ball. T.I. Gilpin will inbound. Quickly gets it to Isaiah Hill. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. East LA needs to advance the ball, able to do so.
Got doubled in the corner.
Bobcats forcing all kinds of pressure. East LA able to advance a little more. They'll kick it out. Barnes resets, and he draws the foul from Williams.
Good job by ELAC to avoid the trap.
And that is the 10th team foul for the Bobcats, so it's an automatic 2 free throws.
So, which is important that Barnes get 2 shots here, but the other thing with that made 3 by Saddleback is still if Barnes hits both, he misses the first. So now you're talking about one possession.
Now you got to wait till he does it, Cerwin.
Well, it was going to be a one possession game regardless if he hit both, or one or both, or even none. Which obviously I would hope that you hit at least one. But now you're talking about a situation where this game's going to come down to the buzzer.
Barnes hits the second. It's a 2-point game. 13 seconds to go. Williams with the ball. Hill keeping him at the half-court line. 5 seconds to go. To kick it out. Bickle, 3-point shot, offline, rebound. And whistle on the floor with 0.2 seconds to go. Foul charge to number 10, Isaiah Hill.
So Isaiah Hill is about to face the 2 biggest free throws of the season for himself, as he needs both to tie this game with 0.2 seconds left.
So it'll be Reichner going to the line for Saddleback.
0.2 seconds. Obviously, if he misses one, the game's over.
Hits the first. Substitution on the floor as Gilpin will go to the bench. Into the game is Terrence Hampton. On the other end for the Bobcats, Rockman into the game.
Crowd's turning up. They're stomping. They know they need this miss to win the game.
Reichner hits the second free throw, and we are tied 66-66 with 0.2 seconds to go.
I mean, clutch free throw shooting. Very clutch.
So a 30-second timeout here for East LA. We'll stay with you.
And Reichner, decent free throw shooter, 78.3% from the line. So not near automatic, but decent enough where you can imagine that it's plausible he would hit both, and that's what he did in a pressure situation. So you got to give the young man credit.
Yeah, a little better than Stallings, who's 65 for 101 coming into tonight's game, shooting 64% from the free throw line. So he was pretty much right where he's at with his free throw attempts tonight.
So here's the tricky part for if you're ELAC with 0.2 seconds left. Now, in the pros, they have a rule where you need a certain amount of time to be able to legally get a shot off. So I'm thinking that this pass inbounds has to go to the back. Has to be some sort of tip in. So
did you try to make like a Hail Mary shot towards the rim, little alley-oop type play?
I think it has to be a tip, because I think if you grab the ball and try to slam it, that 0.2 seconds disappears.
Yeah,
it's got to be a pass to the basket and a tip in. And I don't even know. And being that it's going to have to be a heck of a full court pass to get to it.
Into the game, Tracy Bryden with the big toss. And it was a good catch there for Adrian Marcus, but facing the wrong way. Couldn't quite get the body possessed to get the catch and shoot.
He would have had to literally throw the ball backwards blind to try to even attempt to get the ball to shoot the ball towards the basket.
So after regulation, we're going into overtime. So we'll step away for a couple moments here before we get into overtime. And you're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here live from the E-rena located on the campus of East Los Angeles College for overtime basketball here on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Albert Robles, joined by Cerwin D. Haynes as your Huskies take on the visiting Bobcats of Saddleback College. And we're here for 5 minutes of overtime as East LA wins the tip-off. So good job there by Hampton to kick the ball out over to Barnes. Isaiah Hill with the ball, guarded by Gomez, driving to the right-hand side, kicks it back to Barnes. Do a little reset, steps back, looking for an open May in Dillon and Quinlan Daly, and it's a steal there for Stallings. Williams out to Gomez. Williams again. Bickle. Stallings, open three, offline, but banks it in.
I think he called bank.
3-point game, Saddleback leads. Barnes gets it into Hampton, and it's a foul. They're going to charge it to Reichner.
Mark! What? Blast, Mark!
That's the fourth foul for Reichner, so he's in foul trouble here.
More importantly, with each foul, there's no more, both teams are in the double bonus. As Hampton makes the first of two.
That personal fouls don't reset for overtime, so we're still at 10 each here. Hampton goes 2 for 2. It's a 1-point game. Saddleback with the ball. Williams taking it past half court, guarded by Isaiah Hill. 3:55 to go. Williams drives right through the lane. Layup goes. 3-point game.
Can't let your man penetrate in the paint like that fairly easily.
Barnes, step back two, offline, gets his own rebound. He'll reset. 15 on the shot clock, 3.5 minutes to go. East LA down by 3. Driving to the right-hand side, little baseline, Euro step, and a great there layup by Jaden Barnes. Gets East LA back within 1, 3:15 to go here in the second half. Williams with the ball, taking his time, 20 on the shot clock, drives up to the middle, loses possession, Adrian Marquez takes it away.
So I would like Hill to try to deny his man driving into the paint instead of letting his man get past him.
20 on the shot clock for East LA. They're down by 1. 2:50 to go. East LA in a position to take the lead here in overtime. Can't complete the layup. Marcus gets the rebound. Floats one up. That can't go. Rebound, Saddleback. 2.5 left to play. 3-point shot. Reichner in and out. Rebound made by Bickle. He'll take it out. Gets it to Williams on the outside. He'll drive one up. Gets it into Reichner. Gets in the layup for 2. 3-point game, Saddleback. $2:15 to go. Barnes steps up, drives right, gets the layup. No good, but he does draw the foul. It's going to go against Stallings. It's his 4th personal foul. So Stallings in foul trouble. Substitution on the floor, Jadis Langston in for Isaiah Hill.
Second free throw, good.
So Barnes 2 for 2, still a 1-point game now.
Huskies just need one stop here.
And Williams turns it over. It's Langston with the steal. He gets it to Daly. and it's knocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. That is off of Reichner.
It's going to be Husky ball, but good job by Reichner poking his hand in before Daly can go up with the ball to prevent the fast break layup.
Langston will inbound. Quick little bounce pass into Hampton. Gets it
There
to
you
the
go.
basket and sinks it.
There's the aggression I was looking for Hampton all game. Powering inside for the deuce.
Now 1 point game in favor of East LA. 74-73 your score. Minute 30 to go. Williams with the ball. He goes right, gets it to Bickle. Drives up on the right side, gets the layup to the hole, and it counts. 1 point game here for Saddleback College. Timeout on the floor called by Saddleback.
So back and forth here. Past few minutes of regulation, now in overtime.
It's full timeout called by Saddleback College. 1 timeout remaining. 2 timeouts left for East LA.
Saddleback coming into today 8-5 on their season. Huskies 5-5. We mentioned they've lost 3 in a row, which is extremely rare in the John Mosley era.
Yeah, they lost to San Bernardino Valley, Citrus, and Cerritos, which, if I'm Mosley, I'm probably more pissed off about that game as a loss than I am anything else of those other 2 losses.
Yeah, so for reasons that, unfortunately,
just the history with Cerritos.
Yes, the history you guys know, but we won't go rehash that. But yes, particularly the Huskies were down about 16 in that Cerritos and actually clawed back in the second half, but just they got within 3 and then a foul call. And they drew a foul, and Cerritos hit 2 at the line, and the Huskies never were able to challenge for the lead after that late in the game. So, really, get this, they clawed back, but still disappointing loss to Cerritos. The Huskies, they really I don't know if you would call this game a must-win at this point, but they definitely don't want to keep this losing streak going.
Langston gets it to Barnes. Playing a little conservative here. Barnes will advance, steps up. Pass goes over Daly's head and out of bounds, so an unfortunate turnover.
Had the right idea on that pass as Daly had a step cut into the paint, but the pass just was a little too much on it and zipped past Daly behind his head. A turnover. Critical turnover there.
East LA could use a takeaway, but the possessions still match up a little bit in their favor with the amount of time left.
Well, still anyone's game.
Gomez to Bickle. Here's Williams. Driving up to the middle. Completes the layup. 3-point game.
Got to stop the guards from getting into the paint. Saddleback's guards been able to get into the paint a little too easily in this overtime period.
Barnes kicks it in to Marcus for 2. 1-point game. 37 seconds left.
Good recognition.
And a 30 shot clock for Saddleback.
Good recognition by Barnes. He tried to drive to get inside the paint for a shot. Realized he was jammed up, but he had an open man at the last minute. Passed it off.
Bickle taking his time through the lane. Layup. Counts.
And Bickle and Saddleback's fired up.
16.6 seconds left on the clock. And a 30-second timeout. It's their last timeout for Saddleback College. East LA needs a 3-point shot. Or at the very best, a 2 and a foul.
2 and a foul,
at least.
Or at least maybe be able to get a quick 2, and then quick 2, and then
poke one away?
Poke one away, or a quick 2, and then immediately foul Saddleback on the inbound. But the only way, but the 2 has to be quick, as in you have to be able to inbound it, see the lane, drive the lane, get the shot quickly. I mean, I'm talking about under 3 seconds. Or maybe, I would say 3 to 4 seconds, because they got to take it all the length of the court. But still, this has got to be a quick 2. If you're going to go for 2, it's got to be quick.
So Marcus will inbound. Quickly gets it to Hill. And the countdown starts. Here's Barnes. 12 to go. 10.
You need someone to help him.
Isaiah Hill kicks it to Barnes. 3-point shot! Offline rebound. Saddleback. And there's the foul.
And that was a good look. That was actually a good look. Barnes is open. Good look swing pass.
It was just a little short.
Just off the front of the rim.
So it'll be Rockman to take the free throws. It'll be 2 shots.
When you talk about the story of this game, Huskies had an opportunity. The first free throw was good, and now we have a 2-possession game with under a second left. Huskies had an opportunity to close this game out. They couldn't. Let Saddleback score the final couple of points, and that's it. Huskies with an uncharacteristic 4-game losing streak now as they drop this one to Saddleback 81-76.
Yeah, so an unfortunate loss now brings their losing streak to 4. And East LA is now 5-6 on the season.
And again, I think the Huskies have to figure out how they're going to. One of the things they got to figure out is controlling these turnovers. They had 22 turnovers tonight. They got to get it down into. I feel like they have to get it down into at least the teens, maybe even the upper teens. But they got to get it down into the teens because they're giving the teams too many possessions. Particularly with the way the Huskies actually rebounded well tonight. They had a 20 rebound advantage, but you didn't feel it because Saddleback, the way they were shooting their threes. And again, they went from being scorching hot to really dropping like a rock in the second half. But then kind of like late in the game in overtime, that banker 3-point they hit, they ended up shooting almost 39% from downtown, which is a very respectable 3-point percentage and well above their average. So, you know, Huskies got some things they got to figure out over Christmas before they go down to Cuyamaca next week.
And that's going to do it for us here tonight. I'm Albert Robles, he's Cerwin D. Haynes, and you've been watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net.
And for all of us here at East Los Angeles College Athletics, we wish you guys happy holidays. And since we won't be with you guys again until in January, the new year, happy New Year as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.